Delays in European hydrogen infrastructure. Insights from Enagás CEO. Europe's hydrogen revolution hits a speed bump. Critical infrastructure now 2 to 3 years behind schedule. The ambitious vision of a continent-wide hydrogen network is slipping further from reach, warns Arturo Gonzalo, CEO of Spain's Enagás, one of Europe's most vocal advocates for green hydrogen. In a Tuesday statement, Gonzalo revealed that pipeline projects and related infrastructure, vital for transporting hydrogen produced using renewable energy, are now facing delays of up to 3 years across Europe. But here's where it gets controversial. While Enagás insists Spain's national hydrogen backbone will still meet its 2030 deadline, the CEO admits the broader European timeline has quietly shifted. Enagás, which has pledged over €4 billion in hydrogen infrastructure investments by 2030, is racing to build a 2,600-kilometer Spanish network. This system would plug into H2Med, a proposed trans-European corridor meant to connect the renewable energy-rich Iberian Peninsula with industrial hubs in northwestern Europe. Yet, what many don't realize is that H2Med itself, still in planning phases, was originally slated to begin operations by 2030. Now, Gonzalo acknowledges that other EU nations are pushing their infrastructure start dates to 2030 to 2032, creating a risky domino effect. Are there delays in Europe? The delays are limited in scope, Gonzalo cautiously stated, framing the setback as minor. But critics might ask, can Europe afford even a limited delay when climate targets loom? And this is the part most people miss. Hydrogen infrastructure isn't just about pipes. It's a complex dance of policy alignment, cross-border cooperation, and synchronized funding. For example, while Spain charges ahead, delays in neighboring countries could leave its hydrogen network underutilized, like a highway leading nowhere. Here's the burning question. Is this delay a temporary hiccup or a symptom of deeper challenges in Europe's green transition? Some argue that prioritizing hydrogen, a fuel still facing efficiency debates, distracts from simpler electrification solutions. Others counter that hydrogen remains indispensable for hard-to-decarbonize industries like steelmaking. Where do you stand? Should Europe double down on hydrogen despite the setbacks, or pivot strategies? Share your take below. The energy future is being written now, and every opinion matters. Australia's hydrogen revolution, 550 million kilograms of green hydrogen by 2040. Imagine a breakthrough so audacious that it forces you to question whether it's a leap forward in energy technology or a dangerous power play. Australia has ignited that debate with its latest innovation, the production of hydrogen in a powdered form. Often headline-grabbing and controversial in equal measure, this development is being hailed by some as the future of green energy, while others warn it could serve as a new tool for global power struggles. To break it down, Australia is stepping into the spotlight by developing powdered hydrogen, pushing the boundaries of energy innovation. By utilizing sodium borohydride, this method promises a safer and more efficient way to transport hydrogen compared to traditional options. Ambitiously, Australia aims to generate 550 million kilograms of green hydrogen each year by 2040. A target with massive implications for energy markets around the world. This pioneering approach may well inspire other nations to adopt similar sustainable practices, redefining our energy future. Australia's bold push into hydrogen production is not your typical incremental change. Spearheaded by Curtin University and buoyed by significant government funds, the initiative to produce hydrogen in a novel powdered form marks a dramatic shift away from traditional methods. In a world where climate change is spurring urgent calls for cleaner energy, the plan to produce 550 million kilograms of green hydrogen annually by 2040 is both visionary and crucial. But here's the twist. While this goal is celebrated by many as a milestone for renewable energy, some critics argue it might be more about consolidating power on the global energy stage than about genuine progress. Understanding powdered hydrogen as the future. Conventional hydrogen transportation has long been plagued by challenges. Typically, hydrogen is either compressed as a gas or liquefied at extremely low temperatures, a process that is expensive, inefficient, and risky due to hydrogen's highly flammable nature. Even the use of chemical carriers like ammonia, though helpful in some respects, introduces additional layers of logistic and safety concerns. Australia's innovative approach turns the old script on its head by employing powdered hydrogen derived from sodium borohydride. When this powder meets water, it delivers hydrogen in a controlled, predictable reaction, leaving behind sodium metaborate. Previously, the hurdle was the costly and complex recycling of sodium metaborate back into sodium borohydride. Recent breakthroughs, however, have dramatically reduced these costs, paving the way for not only safer but also more economically viable hydrogen transport and storage. And this is the part most people miss. The new process could revolutionize export logistics by significantly cutting costs while boosting safety, a game changer for the global energy industry. Australia's 550 million kilogram mission. The innovation doesn't stop with chemistry. Australia's long-term vision includes aggressive production targets. The country plans to produce 330,000 tons of green hydrogen.